Hello and welcome to the last episode of Release, Rebirth, Rise for 2024. As I am recording today, it is New Year's Eve, a day where we reflect on the year gone by and we start to make a few more intentions for the year ahead. Now for me, I'm not personally one with New Year's resolutions, as I do like to set goals daily. I do like to see what I can do in every single moment and making a change right here, right now, as the moments arise. But I do love the energy around New Year's Eve, where people feel like it's a new beginning, and this year it literally is. Right now we're in the dark moon, and tomorrow is a new moon, new cycle. So it's actually really, really cool. And those of you who know me, I love following the moon cycles for release and letting go and honoring any sort of shadows that may be coming up through the waning crescent moon. The full moon loves to bring all of that to light, of what you're needing to work on, what you're needing to release, what you're needing to celebrate. And then from new moon through to the full moon is when you're able to take those small actions, those actions towards those bigger dreams, those bigger desires that you have, those intuitive nudges. And it's just so beautiful when we can follow those and know what it is that we're working towards. Each and every day we can do something different. So this episode is going to be a 2024 review. Welcome to Release, Rebirth, Rise, a transformative podcast dedicated to empowering you on your spiritual journey. Dive into the realms of manifestation, healing, and moon magic as we explore ways to create lasting change and foster deep connections with our bodies and our soul. You will awaken your inner power and intuition. So welcome, I'm Ali Young, your host, intuitive healer. Welcome, 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 and enjoy. So I want to talk about my diploma, my small business and project management diploma that I've completed this year with brilliant, amazing results. Not just my growth. I received an A+. I was so proud of myself. And one of the biggest lessons is actually that, celebrating, being able to and being comfortable with celebrating my achievements, giving myself a pat on the back. That's been a huge lesson and experience this year, that it is okay, that I do not need to dim my light in case others feel less than, or in case others feel unworthy. This is more of being able to celebrate me and my success and showing other people what is achievable. Being able to shine because it gives other people permission to shine themselves as well. When we're shining and actually living our soul's purpose, we're fulfilling our joy, and we are working towards our dreams and doing things that bring so much fun and juicy goodness in our life. It gives everybody else permission to do it as well. It frees up your energy for beauty and abundance. You're actually doing yourself a disservice. It was a huge thing that I learned this year. I was doing myself a huge disservice by not shining. This lesson came to me, I'll go back and I'll tell you a story. So through the year, when I started it, I wanted to start up my healing business. But I had so much, I don't even know how to explain it, limiting beliefs about the woo-woo, like it's a really derogatory term of calling it woo-woo, of a lot of people not believing it or kind of casting it aside And this stemmed from, you can call it the witch wound, and it was a really deep belief in myself and the lack of confidence. And even though I knew in my healing work all of this to be true, I could feel it at a soul level, and I did believe it, but it was the belief in myself and the belief in my capability that I had to work through and remember. Not find, I had to remember her. Because we all have these senses, we all have this light, and we all have this ability within us. So whether we start to choose to believe it and live it. So at the start of the year, when I was embracing the healing gifts, and I really wanted to focus on like social media and bring my message out into the world. But with this underlying belief that I wasn't good enough or I wasn't heard and that my voice wasn't worth hearing, this comes back to a lot of childhood stuff, then I didn't use my voice. And then I started getting down on myself, like I would post, say, a reel, and it would only get a few views. And then I'd be like, oh, people aren't interested in my healing stuff. But yeah, I would post about my baking and my gardening, and they'd get like thousands of views. But it was the healing side, it was the spiritual side, it was the empowering side that I have always been drawn to. And I allowed the views to kind of, I can't even think of the word, kind of guide me. It wasn't down a wrong path. I wouldn't say it was a wrong path, but it guided me down because I was chasing views, I was chasing numbers. And it wasn't until near the end of the course and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going so far off course. And it was through this journey of identifying my limiting beliefs, identifying the confidence, right the way through at the end of my course that I realized on our last assignment, oh my gosh, I've been creating something and this isn't me. So I remember doing and posting one reel and I was like, stuff it, I'm just going to post this one reel. And I can't remember where I saw it, but it was a quote or a memory or something that said just one person. All you need to do in your energy, in your day, is affect one person in a positive light, in a positive way. It creates that ripple effect, just one person. And if you focus on just the one, the rest falls into place. So I posted this reel, and it was literally just saying that no matter what is happening and no matter what has happened, you are worthy always. And on YouTube, I had a look and it had one view. And it had one comment. This person commented and said, oh my gosh, you do not know how much I needed to hear this today. He had been having quite a tricky time. And that's when it clicked. One person. And from then, right at the end of my course, from then, that's when I started posting intentional all of the healing content that I have wanted to say all the way through, but through fear of judgment or through my own beliefs that people don't want to hear it because it's hard or because it will trigger people or it will trigger others. I had to do a long, hard look at myself because some of the content with healing, sometimes it does trigger. Because with healing comes responsibility, and when we are healing ourselves, we become aware of our patterns and our thoughts and how our habits and how our thoughts and our beliefs, our emotions, our reactions, they're all choices. And we are choosing to think this way. We're choosing to believe what it is we're doing. And I'm not saying all of this is conscious. A lot of it is subconscious. It can be the way that we are raised. It's programming. And we can be triggered when we realize that we're actually choosing the life that we're living. And we can be quite judgmental to the messenger. And for these reasons, but I learned it all through my healing journey, is I had to take ownership. And through my healing course, Release, Rebirth, Rise, I share actually a really personal story of my part in something which some could have perceived as quite traumatic. In that time, I did. And that was when I was thinking of myself as a victim and like the victim mentality. But now when I can overlook it and look at it from a higher perspective, I can see my part in it. Now, I'm not negating what happened and not saying what happened was good at all. It is more me taking responsibility, me learning from it, me accepting it, forgiving it, and surrendering and changing my thought patterns, releasing the emotions that were attached to that experience so that experiences like that do not rule me anymore. That I can choose to take the gems out of every single lesson and every single experience that I have been through. The turmoil with my mum and guiding her and helping her for 3 years before she passed away. All of these have given me so much beauty. And when you can look at your experiences from a different perspective, and being able to see the gems that they did give you, it is truly empowering. And I think because I know this and I've been through it, everything that I teach, I have been through, I have lived through, I have been through the wars, so to speak, in order to come out to this point. And I must say, beauty, it is so peaceful out this side. When you're able to feel your emotions and allow them to flow. When you're able to regulate your own nervous system to feel safe. When you're able to decrease the stress and when you're able to know your worth. And when you're able to consciously choose the life you want to lead, how you want to feel, how you want to be, how you want to show up. It is truly empowering, and that there, because I know how good it feels this side, this is why I'm using my voice more and more and more, and shedding that fear. Keeping fear with me to keep me safe, in case there's, I need to protect the children, or, fear does have its, I can't think of the word again, but I do walk alongside with fear, but I can shed fears and limiting beliefs that are not serving my highest good. But if fear is there to keep me safe, then it's allowed on the passenger seat along for the ride, as long as it's not taking the wheel and taking over. So I will allow fear to come with me, because it's always going to be there. We need to accept that, yes, we are going to feel fear. Yes, we are going to feel uncomfortable. And I know we don't like feeling uncomfortable. We don't like feeling the so-called negative emotions because they're uncomfortable, right? However, in allowing them to flow and acknowledging what these emotions are telling you helps them to release. And when you're able to realize that it is all cyclic, that we do have, especially moon cycle, especially woman's cycle, we have cyclic days where we could have like irritability the day or two before our period. And it's okay to retreat, and it's okay to say, just for today, I need to rest. And giving back to yourself where you can, having a cup of tea and a wetty in your bed. And telling yourself it is okay to rest. There is so much with the psychic. There's so much. I'm so excited to share next year, tomorrow. It's about the beauty of healing, really being able to go within yourself, and all of the tools and everything that I share are aimed to guide you, to empower you to live your best life, empowering you with the knowledge of how you can heal your own body, how you can heal your life. Biggest, most beautiful lessons I've learnt this year is how I dim my light so much to keep other people feeling comfortable. And it was doing me and others a disservice. If I had not have got over that or said, no, just one, I know I've got something important to share. I knew it in my bones. I know it in my soul. I knew it in my gut. It kept niggling me all year round, and I kept using like my gardening and other areas to kind of put a shade over it, what I really wanted to say, what I really needed to share, because sharing this was uncomfortable. It put myself out there. I put myself in the limelight. And when you're in the limelight, there is fear of judgment. But when people are judging, they're really only judging themselves. They're judging, they see something within you that they think they cannot have. They may be jealous or envious, or when they're judging you, they're judging themselves because they want it too. So in all areas, see everyone that you are inspired by. See it as borrowed evidence of what you can achieve, what you can do, and what you can believe, and what you can achieve as well. Borrowed evidence, because what I can do, you can do too. What you can do, I can do too. It's a co-creation. And the more we heal, and the more we accept our beauty and shine our light, the more you are giving other people permission to do so as well. Your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your future ancestors, past ancestors even. When you are healing within you, you are healing all generations and the collective, because we are all connected. And when we return it, and the more kindness that is out there, the more healing that is out there, the more love that is out there, the more love you feel for yourself, is the more love the other people are going to feel that are around you. And it's all within your power to choose. I'm so excited to share all of this knowledge. So yes, 2024 was a soul-searching year for me, about learning my confidence, learning that yes, I love anything spirit, as all my psychic senses come up, and being a psychic medium and intuitive healer, and being okay with those terms, and just knowing it in my bones and what I see and what I've felt all my life, enhancing these gifts and using the Reiki intuitive healing. The 2 courses that I have created, I believe, are truly transformative. Release, Rebirth, Rise is a free one. It's got 6 modules and 6 breathwork. And then I have the Worthy course, which covers your nervous system, your emotional body. It covers how to heal your psychic, empathic body. And it also covers how to raise your vibration. Kind of everything that I have learnt, and all the resources that go with it, and the great teachers that have contributed to those. It is so fantastic, and I'm really truly looking forward to sharing more. I do more lives, and I did a card draw today, a live reading in my Release, Rebirth, Rise Facebook group. And just building the community and receiving personal messages since I decided to share my voice and actually listen to that little niggle. Listen to the little niggle that I am a teacher, that I need to share this message. And finally listening and giving myself permission to shine and share. That's what 2024 has given me. And with me shining, I hope it gives you permission to go for your joy as well. To make the choice that you are already whole, healed, and complete as you are. Giving you a choice that your past does not define you. Making the choice that you are loved, loving, and lovable. And making the choice that you are beautiful inside and out. I'm so looking forward to 2025. And in each and every day, each and every moment you can choose now, right now, how you want to feel right now, who you want to be right now, how you want your life to look. It truly is within your power. I love you. Thank you so much for listening. And Happy New Year! Yay!
Thank you for listening to my mum's podcast. We hope you learned something new. Remember to comment and leave a review.
And remember, you are worthy and you are enough.